Hey gals, it's me, Nola Brantley, coming at you live from Los Angeles, California. For 15 years, I was a leader in the nonprofit sector, so hats off to all of those working in that sector. And for the last 7 years, I've been training professionals across disciplines with a huge emphasis on self-care. And today, I am here to talk to you about the power of affirmations. Affirmations can really change the game for us personally if we use them. Affirmations are positive statements that can help us to challenge and overcome self-sabotaging and negative thoughts. And I don't know about you, but I certainly deal with some of those thoughts from time to time. When used correctly, positive affirmations can profoundly influence our mindset. And I certainly can use some of that. And when used correctly, because whenever we're using a practice, using it correctly is going to make a big difference. But when used correctly, affirmations can increase things like motivation, energy, and even enthusiasm toward achieving one's goals, and even enthusiasm and energy towards breaking negative habits. So affirmations, when used correctly, can be a really powerful thing. You know, thanks to neuroscience, we know that certain neural pathways are increased when we practice self-affirmation. So there's a lot of potential there. As I said previously, affirmations are an excellent way of breaking kind of not only negative thoughts and habits, but really those limiting beliefs and helping to build new positive beliefs and mindsets. So in this way, you know, self-affirmation does something that I'm always looking for, some rewiring of the good old brain. You know, positive affirmations can be so powerful because they release us from things like negativity, fear, worry, and anxiety, all of things that decrease really the quality of our overall lives. And when we repeat affirmations over and over again, which is the way that they are intended to be practiced, we really can take charge of our thoughts and begin to slowly change our pattern of thinking, which ultimately, ladies, can help us to change our life and the experience that we're having in a positive way. So affirmations are sentences aimed to affect the conscious and subconscious mind so that in turn, they affect our behavior, our thinking, our patterns, our habits, and our environment. When we do affirmations, we're teaching our brain a new way to think really about the world. And this changes what our brain processes on our behalf, leading to us being able to see things different and have different thoughts until the landscape changes so much, right? That landscape in our own mind changes so much that what we are affirming is what we end up getting. It's the state we end up being in. And so they really can be a powerful thing. But like with any other tool, we have to practice them and we have to give it a chance to see if it works for us. There are lots of tools out there we can use, self-affirmations being one of them. And through really practicing these tools and trying them out over a period of time, we can then determine, is this one of those practices I want to incorporate into my life? Affirmations are really simple, short, and powerful expressions. So you don't need to write, paragraphs to have these positive self-affirmations, really just a sentence. And when you're creating these affirmations, you want to think of the 3 P's. You want to keep things in the present tense. You want them to be personal. And of course, you want them to be positive. 2 powerful words you can start affirmations with would be I am. I am powerful. I am beautiful. I am brilliant. I am doing the best that I can. Affirm what you want, not what you don't want. Sometimes we make that mistake. And be really specific. We want to be specific about that which we affirm. We also want to include an action word. So a word ending in ing can be a really powerful way to create those affirmations, and also including at least one feeling word. So some examples can be, I kind of did this for you, but I'll give you some others. I believe in my dreams. I am doing my very best. I love myself for who I am. I am in charge of my own happiness. So those are some examples, but of course you don't want your affirmations to be generic. You want them to be specific. You want them to be personal to the things you are trying to, shift or bring into your life. And so those were just some examples to give you an idea. A few more. I accept 100%, 1000% responsibility for my own life. The best is yet to come. And I am grateful for every day. So again, those are just examples. Your affirmations are going to be really personal to you. So when you think about daily affirmations, think about daily affirmations being to the mind what exercise is to the body, which means we have to keep it going to see the impact. Make a commitment initially to do your self-affirmations for at least 30 days, right? No matter what, just make that commitment to do it for at least 30 days. You really want to think more long-term than short-term, and do not give up on yourself. 5 minutes. Again, 5 minutes is all you have to give here. Do a 5-minute session first thing in the morning when you get up before anything else has a chance to get into your mind, and last thing in the evening before you lay to rest. So this is kind of what you're taking to rest with you. Like with many other practices, consistency is key, and you need to repeat them day in and day out if you want them to really be as powerful as they can be. You may see this impact, once you start repeating daily affirmations as early as a few weeks in, or it may take a few months to really see how this shows up in your life. But like I said, you want to be committed to this for the long term. Affirmations are really, that thing that can help us replace the I can'ts with the I cans, and our fears and doubts with confidence and a much higher sense of certainty. So again, affirmations have a whole lot of power, but we have to be consistent. We have to be willing to try. Ultimately, we have to be willing to invest in ourselves the same way we've invested in so many others. So get your self-affirmations going, get to repeating them on a daily basis, and see how your life changes.